Hey everyone, my name is Travis Stevens, and I am here with two of the leading voices when it comes to creating healthy churches that are small and mid-sized churches. It's Karl Vaters, author of The Grasshopper Myth, also Small Church Essentials and 100 Days to a Healthier Church, and my friend Dale Sellers, author of the book Stalled, Hope and Help for Pastors Who Thought They'd Be There by Now, and also the director of the 95 Network. Welcome, guys. Now,
thank you, man.
We're here to talk about this brand new one-day conference that you're going to be both speaking at in Evansville, Indiana. It's going to be happening on Wednesday, April 6th. It's called Leading the Post-Pandemic Church. Now, so my first question is for Karl here. For one, are we really post-pandemic at this point? And the second part of that is share some of the things that you're going to be sharing at the conference.
I have no idea if or when we will ever be post-pandemic. That's one of those things. At some point, we will be post-pandemic, and here's some ideas for how to lead your church when we get there, or how to lead your church as we eventually get there. So, yeah, that's what we'll be talking about when we get there, because, oh my goodness, who knows when this thing is going to be over. But I'm just grateful that we'll actually get to be in person, because anytime I can stand next to Dale Sellers in an actual room is always a blessing.
Well, one thing we learn when we're in person is we learn how tall you actually are.
Yes, I was going to say.
Well, that's why I feel blessed.
He's like, I always feel like, here, just give me a hug, because you're so much taller than I am.
Yes.
It's going to be great, though.
So we're going to be talking about some of the things that you're seeing, some of the things that we're expecting to happen, maybe, a few years from now, or what we're already seeing and what it's going to look like and how we can better prepare for that. I think one of the things that we're currently seeing that I believe, Dale, you're going to be speaking about some is all the transition that's happening in ministry right now. I heard a podcast, I think yesterday, that said something like 38% of pastors were thinking about either transitioning from their church to another church, or even transitioning completely out of ministry. And so, Dale, I believe one of the sessions that you're going to be talking about is, how do we transition well? What does that look like? And it's something that a lot of times churches don't plan for, pastors don't plan for, and it just gets messy. And so tell us maybe a little bit more about that and the other session that you're going to be leading as well.
Well, the main thing we want to do is people to understand, you've got to have clarity on why you exist. And so if a pastor's, like, I'm not sure what I want to do anymore, I'm not sure if I'm called. Here's what I believe. I believe if you're called, you can't quit. And what I mean by that is Jeremiah said, man, it's like fire shut up in my bones. And so Jeremiah couldn't quit, but there's nothing wrong with taking a break and getting your head screwed back on good. I went through that myself. And so we're going to talk about how just really understanding what that mission and vision is, specifically in the arena of outreach and evangelism, and really making sure that you're not just opening the doors and hoping people come in, but you actually have a strategy, a plan to reach out and get them. And then we're going to close the day by talking about the handoff, which means raising up the healthy church today to hand off to the next generation. So we're going to really dive in. I know Karl's going to do it. I'm going to do it as well. We're going to be very aware of where we are today. We're not just going to come teach a bunch of stuff and not be aware of what we're all dealing with. And so we're excited about just being able to share our heart together.
I believe this is a great time to bring your team and get them together, because it's almost like a reset, right? We're sort of all starting back from scratch again. And so I know I'm looking forward to it. I believe it's going to be a great time. And if you're a pastor, you're a church leader that's watching this, we would love for you to come be a part of it. Make sure you bring your team.
Yes.
Anytime that you're going to go to a conference or something like this, bring a team with you, because it's so much easier if they experience the same thing that you do, rather than trying to take something that you've learned and bring it back to them. It just generally doesn't go well. It's better if they're in the room with you. So make sure to bring those with you. Yep. Tickets are going to be limited. So don't wait until like the last minute to grab your tickets. We're going to go ahead and we'll put a link to where you can find out more details and all the tickets. It'll be under this video and in the post that we do. And so it'll give you all the information. I know the conference is going to start that morning at 9 a.m. There's going to be a lunch, which will be provided. And then it'll go to about 3 p.m. that afternoon. There's going to be a Q&A session, which is always one of my favorite parts of every conference, is being able to ask, some questions that I've had on my mind of how do I do this better, or this is going on at my church, what kind of feedback that you can give. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great time. I can't wait to be a part of it again. It's going to be on April 6th in Evansville, Indiana. You can get your tickets right now today. Don't wait till the last minute. I want to say thank you guys so much for your leadership and leading in this area and being sort of the voices that are giving feedback and that we can learn from. And I'm going to see you guys on April 6th. I'll be there. So thanks again.
Thanks. See you there.
Man, we're looking forward to being there too. So Karl and I will have a big time together. It'll be a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys will be there with us too. Thanks, Travis, for giving us a chance to do this.
Yeah, no problem.